for a red, and we should have a crisp top coat. There is our winning game, number 1150.
We need some more numbers. Alright, Rupert.
Now on the table, the Chesky Terrier. Mark Walshaw judged 22 of them, and his winner was this dog, number 1192. The Chesky Terrier is a relatively modern breed and was developed in the Czech Republic, hence the name Chesky, in the late 40s by the crossing of a Scotty and a Sealian, and then the addition of a couple of other breeds later on. He inherits some of the characteristics of his ancestors: a rectangular body, slightly domed skull, the long foreface, and neat drop ears. His top line is very special, and sort of rise over the loin to a lower set tail. Many of the terriers have high set tails and high carriage. This has lower set tail, and as you see, they are allowed to carry their tail low. Unlike many of the hand strip terriers, the Chesky can be clipped, leaving these silky furnishings on the legs, the muzzle, and the belly. Our winning Chesky there is the dog number 1192.
Yorkshire country, we're in the middle of Harewood Estate, so it's probably not the strongest signal you will ever see. So
now on the table is Dandy Dinmont Terrier. Jeff Horswell has 23 of them today and chose this bitch for leg 209 as best of breed. The Dandy Dinmont is another breed which was developed in the border counties. There is a museum dedicated to the breed near Howick in the Borders, where you can see the history there. They have a very distinctive shape. The breed takes its name from a character in a novel by Sir Walter Scott. The novel is called Guy Mannering, and the gamekeeper in that novel had terriers which were low to ground, weasel-like, and with a large head with silky top knots. His dogs were called Mustard and Pepper. The name of the gatekeeper was Dan Dumont, and now the breed carries his name, and the colours of the breed are mustard, as we see here, and pepper, which is the silvery blue, which we often see in the breed. There is our winning Dandy Dinmont. Now on the table, the Smooth Fox Terrier. There were 19 of them here today from Mrs. Connell, and she chose this dog number 1239 as best of breed. Out of their lairs. He's a very smart dog. The first of the two Fox Terriers to be recognised by the Kennel Club. The wire came a little bit later. They share similar standards, both asking for a long, clean head and punching jaw, a short back, depth of body, and a narrow, deep chest. The coat should be crisp, Both of the Fox Terriers were used not only by hunting men, but by packs of foxhounds where they were often carried in the saddles of the huntsmen and put down when they were needed to flush out the fox. On the tiptoes of expectation, raring to go, there is our winning Wire Fox Terrier, number 1247. Now on the table, a native of Ireland, the Glenavy Terrier. Keith Baldwin judged 18 of them today and chose the dog number 1265 as best of breed. This is a breed that was developed in the Glenavy in County Wicklow in Ireland, and he is used for hunting badger. There's a lot of substance in the Glenavy, strong bone. The legs are slightly crooked in front. It's thought that the crooked leg helped him to grip the badger and draw. Like many of the terrier breeds, they have been docked in the past. Now they're getting used to their natural tail carriage. See his alertness and confidence with his carriage here. Obviously enjoying the occasion here. There is our winning Glenavy. Our winning Irish Terrier there. Now on the table is Jack Russell, coming for an entry of 33, judged by Keith Baldwin. His choice was the Spitch, number 1325. This is a breed which is gaining popularity in the UK as a show dog, but hugely popular all around the world. Although the Jack Russell Terrier has been known in this country well over a century, they were originally kept by terrier people who didn't want to be part of the kennel club, used them only as working terriers. The hunting parson, Captain Jack Russell, developed them in the southwest of the country as hunting terriers. Two types, the short leg here, which are often carried on horsebacks or in panniers and put down to flush out the fox or other game.
Thank you.
And the Parson Russell, which is a longer necked variety, which we'll see later.
Take him off.
Take the Matt to coffee down.
Matt, Chris.
Put Chris the coffee down, yeah. It's alright, I get mixed up, because Matt is Moddy, isn't he? That's also in the photo.
Only recently were the Jack Russells qualified for CC status in this country, and they're really thriving.
I like that little talented.
We saw one winning the group crops this year, and the year before one was reserved best in shirt crops. So they are consummate show dogs. Developed in Australia as a show dog, but from stock which was originally working terriers sent from England. Now on the table, the Lakeland Terrier. There were 14 of them here today from Miss Hetherington, a breed specialist. She chose his dog, number 1350 as best of breed. You see here the red or wheaten, but they also come in black and tan, blue and tan, and red grizzle. We're not so far from the Lake District here, and off in the 19th century, most different valleys of the Lake District had their own version of a Lakeland Terrier, used to keep down game. the breeders got together to make one standard to unify the breed, and this is the result, the Lakeland we have here. They're a handy size, they should be moderate in length of body and length of foreface. A crisp top coat and full of character, as we see here. More interested in the scents on the grass. So there is our winning Lakeland Terrier number. Now, just to give the off he goes. The Lakeland Terrier. And now if you want a terrier without much trimming, which goes with a lot of the others, here's one for you, the Manchester Terrier. Smooth coated, comes only in this black and tan colour. He was developed to keep down rodents, but in the mills and district in the Industrial Revolution, when factories were founded, lots of vermin running around, it was the Manchester which was used to keep them down. Such a game dog is often used in competitions, in the ratting pits. The winner was the one who could kill. It is one of the prized features of the breed. There are winning black and tan Manchester Terrier 1374, sent forward by Bert Easton. 40 Norfolk Terriers here today for Nick Oxley, who chose his dog, number 1384, as best of breed. The Norfolk and its cousin, the Norwich, were classified as one breed until the 1960s, when they were separated after campaigns by the breeders of the drop-eared variety and the prick-eared variety, and the Kennel finally separated them after some years of debate. They are cobby and compact with big ribs and low to ground. They were developed by students of Cambridge University, keen to go for a day's sport with these terriers, developed in the village of Trumpington, just outside Oxford. One of the great challenges for short-legged dogs is to get freedom of action. They should be low to ground, but also have the ability to use their quarters well and stride out well in front. The Norfolk here is the drop-eared variety, strong skull and muzzle, and neat dropped ears. There's the winning Norfolk Terrier. Now on the table, the cousin, the Norwich Terrier, sent forward by terrier specialist Mrs. Dot Britton. She had an age of 35, and her winner was this dog, number 1449. The Norwich is prick-eared, which gives it perhaps a slightly sharper expression. Many of the other qualities are shared with the Norfolk. The cobby body, sturdy bone, big ribs, and the high-set tail. The Norwich is not quite as popular numerically as the Norfolk, but they are full of character. Again, the challenge is to get freedom of action, covering many of the dogs, they're not used to coming inside these big marquees with a crowd at ringside. So they're all doing pretty well. There's our winning Norwich Terrier. Now on the table, the Parson Russell. Jeff Bordwell judged 33 of them today. His winner was this dog, number 1466. This is the other variety of Fox Terrier, bred by the hunting parson, Jack Russell. This was the longer leg variety. There are some elements of the Fox Terrier in it, but the parson is not as narrow in the skull, not as long in the muzzle, but there must be strength. You see the judge there just spanning them. They should be spannable behind the withers, so they're not too deep and not too well sprung in the ribs. The breed comes in a wire coat, smooth coat and a broken coat, which is a mixture of the two. The tail set of the Parson Russell is not like the Fox Terriers, it's a lower set tail. Once originally docked, now they have a natural tail. This is a breed which was developed in Wales, near Haverfordwest, Senior Manor, the home of the hunting man, Captain John Edwards. He wanted a breed which could work well and work alongside otter hounds and other hounds. Very game. You've got some white terriers in them, perhaps the Westie, got some other terrier breeds to give this rectangular shape. It's got this slightly domed skull and long foreface. Although largely white, you see badger markings in them, and this one has blue badger markings on the head. You sometimes see them at the root of the tail. A lot of substance, but also this ability to stride out. There is our winning Sealyham Terrier, number 1537. We move on now to the Skye Terrier, another Scottish breed. The Isle of Skye was a hotbed of terrier breeders, and many of the Scottish breeds hail back to Skye and the Skye Terrier, which wasn't quite as long or as big as the one we have now, but the breed's been selectively bred, so it is the longest breed in the terrier group. It should be ribbed well back and carry a level top line. Underneath the coat there is a very strong bone. The skull and the muzzle are strong. The ears can be quick, as we see here, or drop ears. Just feeling the shape of the legs and the bone, the angulation under the coat. So in all of the coated breeds, the judge needs to go under the top coat and feel the confirmation. Feeling the coat texture.
Whichever one's the strongest. That's
Not here then, is it?
The judge today was Jeff Polish. He was 29 of them, a good entry, and this is his winner, the dog number 1561.
with ages.
Yes, give a hand for the longest dog in the group, and strutting his stuff and wagging his tail. He loves the big ring. And now the soft-coated Wheaton Terrier, 22 of them today, Colin Richardson. He chose the bitch number 1572 as best of breed. The name tells you a lot about the breed. It's soft-coated, it's got a silky textured coat, cork falling loose, corkscrew curls, and it's wheaten in colour. It's the stand says any shade of ripening wheat. It's thought it shares some ancestry with the Terrier Blue Terrier, the other iconic Irish breed. The balance is quite different. The head on the soft-coated Wheaton is a little stronger than the Terrier Blue. They're not as short in the body. Driving out. The soft-coated Wheaton. A game terrier with an endearing nature. Our winning soft-coated Wheaton is the bitch number 1572. Obviously with a fan club here today, and so has this one, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier. What did I say? 160 of them here today. The biggest entry in the Terrier group, as is usual for the breed. The breed has huge following, and of course this is the breed with which our judge started 40 years ago. A breed developed in the Black Country, north of Manchester, Dudley, Tamworth.
North of Manchester.
There is Bulldog in the ancestry of it, but also the now extinct Terrier, which was very popular then. This one, we have white or pied. The breed also comes in brindle and red, and it should be full of gameness, full of attitude. They are compact, a strong skull and muzzle, a distinctive rise over the loin to a tail which should be like a pump handle. Wonderful temperaments, making very good family pets. There is our winning Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Selected by Mrs. Smith, breed specialist today. And now on the table, the Welsh Terrier, Mrs. Connell, judged 9 of them today, and her winner was the bitch, number 1712. From before the wars, the Welsh Terrier was hugely popular in its native Wales. Many houses owned them, they kept down rodents. Great characters. It's thought that they resemble a rather heavier wire fox terrier. So stronger bone, stronger in the head, going in this grand tan and grizzle and tan coat, and they're full of attitude. Of course, like many of the other terriers, since we no longer have the rodent issue, we've got different methods of dealing with them. Many of the terriers have now become rare or not so popular. And of course, many of the trim terriers demand regular grooming or trimming. So many of them are native vulnerable breeds, sadly. But here is one full of attitude.
So if you've just joined us, you have joined at the point of the final dog in the group, the West Highland White Terrier. In the background, the dulcet tones of Mr. Frank Kane giving the breed descriptions and history. So as soon as our judge is Bob Blackley, this is the Terrier group, just in case anybody thinks otherwise. And this is the first group here at Leeds, which is over the next 4 days. The besting show will be Sunday evening.
By Bert Easton, from 18, he chose the dog in about 1737. It's thought that the West Highland White was developed from the Cairn Terrier. One breeder of Cairns in Scotland, along with some of the others, they produced occasionally white Cairn Terriers, which they rejected. They didn't want them. They either sold them or gave them away as pets. However, one breeder decided to develop the breed, and hence we have the West Highland White Terrier. We saw the Cairn earlier. We see here the West Highland White Terrier, which is rather sturdier, short in the body, with a higher set tail, a strong skull and muzzle, and of course this crisp, white, harsh coat. Takes a lot of trimming and work to get a Westie looking like this. As with many of the Terrier breeds, expert trimming makes a picture of them. There's a lot of work behind the door. There is our winning West Highland White, number 1737.
Okay folks, so that's the final dog to be seen individually. We're now awaiting Bob Blackley's final peruse around the ring before he makes a short list. Just to bring you up to date, this is Leeds Championship Show. We're at Harewood House. Good afternoon, Mr. Paul Scanlon from Our Dogs Island, putting together the Our Dogs Island special issue for the Irish circuit, and happy birthday for the other day, Paul. 200 people watching live. I Trudy Short again. Anybody who was watching earlier, there is a Wi-Fi here at the show, just part of the PA system crew. And I did tag into that Wi-Fi, but it dropped about 3 times. So apologies to anybody who's trying to follow the group through. So fingers crossed, let's all join hands and pray to the gods, because this is now on my 5G on my phone, or 4G. And of course we are in the middle of Harewood Estate here in Yorkshire, so it's not probably near many aerials or boosters, so fingers crossed.
On Sunday, we hope that some of you will get back to watch that. Always a great event.
Hi Sharon Mayo. Don't forget, if you are here on Sunday, there's an issue with the roads because there's an Iron Man Marathon, which I think Paul Scanlon's entered, and the A61 is closed off from the Leeds side. So if you are coming to the show, look out for diversions, or plan it, or leave a little bit earlier, of course, as well. So apologies if I've missed anybody's name coming through. It's always nice to have a name check. Thanks to everybody who's come to the Our Dog stand here at the show to say hello to us. So Bob's now going to make his shortlist. There will be a puppy group straight after this, and it has been prejudged. So we've got the Bedlington, the Border. Chesky Terrier's been pulled out. That's the first 3.
Yeah, we've made the decision in a week about it, so I just wanted to make sure you've been told.
Next comes the Wire Fox Terrier.
We've got the Wire Fox, handled by Andrew Goodsell. If there is anybody you know, just feel free to put any information up online. Then Norfolk's coming out as well. Is that Ruth G, I think? And the Norwich as well. So the Norwich and the Norfolk twins. And also the Scottish Terrier. and the Celium and the Sky.
Sky Terrier.
So it's a shortlist so far of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10.
And finally, the Welsh Terrier. There we have 10 finalists for the Terrier group. And
So I'm not too sure where they're going to line up at the moment.
Thank you to all the others leaving the ring now. Well done for your day and for representing your breed in the group ring. Now, ladies and gentlemen, time to show your support. Here's the shortlist. There's the Bennington. Distinctive coat and top line and lights, lifting action, so typical of the breed. And round he goes. Round to the top of the ring, please. Where I think he'll stay at the top of the ring. Round he goes, enjoying the ring. And there's the Border Terrier, fit for function.
Right, you've got 10 to choose from here, folks. Good luck, Peter, with the Border Terrier. Somebody's just come on, good timing.
The movement closing the stand says.
And hi to our friends watching from Charlottesville in Virginia, USA.
Our Border Terrier, the blue and tan. Here's the Chesky Terrier.
I'd like to see all the hearts and likes for all the breeds that you're supporting.
A product of the Scotty and the Celium.
Don't forget, our dogs will be uploading this stream to YouTube because of the new policy from Facebook, which are deleting all live streams after 30 days. So please go to YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe to Our Dogs Live, and then you can catch up with all the streams we've done over the last few months and going forward as well. Excellent main ring here at Leeds, resighted this year. The Society have dropped one of the tents off, moved this best in show ring, also dispensed with benching, all as cost-saving operations. Not easy to put on a champ show nowadays, wherever you are in the world.
And here is the Norfolk Terrier.
Anybody going to give me 4 on the short list here?
Full of attitude.
Hi Vicky Dowding, thank you for saying hello. Who are you all supporting? Who's going to win the group? I'm going to give you 4. I'm going to go for the Sky, the Celium, the Scotty and the Norfolk.
And here is the chosen wicked Norwich Terrier. Again, Bobby and compact.
Anybody else going to give me 4 just for a bit of fun? Hi Glenn Robb, good afternoon Glenn. Hi Paul Wilkinson.
There is the winning Norwich Terrier.
Big weekend in Cork this weekend, of course. It's the Munster Agricultural Canine Starter. It's a triple header international show, Saturday and Sunday. Nearly 1,000 at the 3 shows.
Sent forward by Jeff Baldwell.
My next show, of course, will be the World Dog Show in Helsinki in a few days' time. I'll be leaving a week on Tuesday, I think. Good afternoon, Debbie Pearson. I left that bottle of vodka for you, but it disappeared overnight, Debbie. Amazing.
Here's the Scotty, full of running. And here's the Celium, full of running. Rectangular in build. Then we can Celium Manor, the home of Patrick Edwards, who developed the breed.
Thanks, Wendy Bellinger, for your 4. Deborah Kay, the same. Colin Hill's going for the Sky,
There's
like
the
I
Sky
said.
Terrier. Long, low and
Hi,
left.
Jenny Shora
Stand
Wheeler,
forward
who's
slope.
watching today. Our Dog's main reporter for many of these championship shows. She'll be here with us at Our Dogs tomorrow and probably live streaming herself on Saturday and Sunday. Although there are issues, Jenny, with the stream, of course.
Here's the Welsh Terrier.
I'll have to go back to quick save tonight, Debbie, just to top it up for you.
Once the favourite dog of the Welsh Valleys.
If you are watching from outside of the UK, just do let us know where you're watching from. And hello, Mr. Jordan Merritt up there in the northeast of England as well. Hi, Jordan. Nice showing weather here, by the way, if you are coming over the next couple of days. Today's, it was a bit warm when the sun came out, but it clouded over, and nice temperature for everybody. It's the Westie, there's our commentator, Frank Kane, sat with Secretary Liz Stannard.
Dog number 1737.
Hi, Jill Simpson, who's just joined us.
And there we are, have the shortlist for the Terrier group.
Everybody wish Debbie Pearson, it's her 25th birthday, times 2 I think. So happy birthday Debbie Pearson, is it today?
Boards. And we'll soon have our first.
Right, lots of suggestions there. Who's coming up favourite? The Celium's in there quite a lot. Good luck Kirsty from Sam Farlap. Hi Muriel Taylor. Scotty Wire Fox. Border and Sky. I had the Sky and the Scotty as well. There's our steward with his ring numbers standing right in the way, but never mind. Well, we've got 1 and 2. Where's 3 and 4?
Boards into place now.
There they come.
And soon Mr. Blackley will make his decision.
Oh, there we go, we've wheedled it out of Debbie, she's at 57 varieties, Heinz 57. Right, Bob is going to the Bedlington, is he? Or the Border? The Border Terrier is the winner. The Bedlington is second. And third spot is going to go to...
For third place, the Wire Fox Terrier.
I'm sure you can hear Frank call it. Stay with us, by the way, the puppies are ready. Prejudged and ready.
So there we are.
It's the Celium, yeah, quite a few of us spotted the Celium. So the Terrier puppy group is literally ready to come in. Photos by Ruth Dalrymple. Here's Ruth Dalrymple, Ruth Dalrymple, Ruth Dalrymple, there she is. There she is. She's going to do the photos, but not in the ring. You're doing them in there, are you? Yeah. So there's not going to be any delay. No photos, so it's just the prizes, the lap of honour. Jonathan here from Royal Canin. And then we'll be moving straight onto the Terrier puppy group, so stay with us.
There they go, Rosette's very happy. Now I can tell you that after the lap of honour, all 4 winners will go to the Secretary's office to have their photographs taken after this lap of honour.
So lap of honour first, and then everybody's heading into the podium area.
Very smart terriers, but it's the Border Terrier you can see on Sunday afternoon. So lap of honour time, ladies and gentlemen. Our Terrier group winner, the Border Terrier. Bedlington second, Wire Fox and the Celium. So they'll make their way to have their photographs taken in the Secretary's office.
Yeah, little colours, Paul, blue and yellow, you're absolutely right.
Coming into the ring. So well done, Mr.
So there's your 4 winners.
Very nice winners.
The Border, the Bedlington, the Wire Fox and the Celium. And immediately now the Terrier puppies will be coming straight into the ring. So Terrier fanciers, stay with us.
Now while we've been watching the group being judged, outside the best puppies in the Terrier breeds have been prejudged. We'll see them coming in now. There are a few which have not been seen, but we will see them being examined before the others. So now welcoming the gentleman who's got the pleasure of judging all of the puppies at Leeds this week. Please welcome into our ring Mr. Kevin Berry. Kevin, famous for his Rick Cavaliers at King Charles, where they've had over 37 UK champions. But his interest expands to terriers and indeed an eye for all breeds. So we'll have first the breeds which have not been seen and prejudged. So in comes the Sky Terrier puppy, I believe. The Airedale Terrier can come in, please. So it got the Australian Terrier. The Bennington's coming forward now. Here's the Dandy Dinmont. The Carson Russell, which will need to be seen in this group, and the Sky. So just stay on the other side, please. We'll see the dogs which have not been prejudged. So here is one of the unseen dogs, the Airedale Terrier. The other puppies are coming in now, please. Smooth Fox Terrier, Irish Terrier, Jack Russell and Scotty, the Celia, the Lakeland, and the West Highland Whites. They've been prejudged. There's a few which we will see first which have not been prejudged because their handlers were busy in the main ring. Just some instructions from the judge to the handler. There is the winning Airedale Terrier puppy, set forward by Peter Richardson. The winner was this bitch, number 921. So for many of these puppies, their first time in a big wing atmosphere like this. So all doing well. It's a big test of temperament. On the table now, the Australian Terrier puppy, product of Mrs. Holland's judgment. The dog number 930. Here's the Australian Terrier, still full of running, full of attitude. There goes the Australian. On the table now, the Dandy Dinmont puppy. Mustard. Weasel light top line, a rise over the loin, fall into a lower set tail. Distinctive large dark eyes, strong rounded skull, fine ears, little tassels on the end of it. It's thought that the tassels left on the end used to protect them from being bitten by rats when working.
Sorry folks, we were doing some photos of the group winners. These are the Terrier puppies, and most of the dogs were prejudged. Our judge is just going over dogs that he hadn't seen in the prejudging ring. Judge is Kevin Berry.
Working terriers, often seen on the Yorkshire Days at the Terrier shows. So much judging lurchers and terriers at the Terrier show in the Yorkshire Days. The real Terrier man and Hound man. And now on the table, the Skye Terrier. We saw the mature version in the group judging. Here is the baby version, the embryo, the length and bone is there, and the coat's coming. And his wonderful pricked ears, waiting for the fringes to come. Wonderful characteristic of the breed.
Commentary in the background by the inimitable Frank Kane, well-known dulcet tones, often imitated by Paul Scanlon in Ireland. If you ever want to hear his impression, I think that seems to be, and maybe one more dog to be seen. Everybody else was prejudged.
For these puppies, many not having been indoors in an arena like this.
5:05 here in the UK, and I think there might be a veterans group coming after this, and then we'll also have the hound group. Yeah. Just this soft-coated Wheaton to be seen.
Comes forward now. Happy tail, full of character. You see the, again, soft coat. Sometimes a little woollier in the puppy stages, going silkier later. Another feature is the black hair in the beard, which is quite permissible in puppies, vanishes later. And this one loves everybody. Here is the soft-coated Wheaton Terrier. Yes, give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. First time in the ring for many of them. We've all done a good job here. So give them some encouragement. So there, Mr. Berry has now examined all of the puppy winners. We'll be making a short list of the Bedlington Terrier, the Dandy Dinmont, the Parson Russell Terrier, and the Scottish Terrier, and the Skye and the Westie. So there we are, our 6 finalists for this puppy group. Well done to all of the others. Hope you've
So
enjoyed
6
this
finalists from the puppy group will be
enjoyed
shortlisted.
experience.
I think our judge is going to move them one more time. We're going to try and get that table moved out of the way so it's
And
not
there
in the
goes
way.
Bedlington Terrier puppy. Distinctive light action, the arch over the loin, and this long punishing head. Another breed which has protective fringes on the bottom of the ears, rather like the Dandy Dinmont, which is going to next. And here is the Dandy Dinmont, this mustard bitch.
much better. You can see now.
Carrying the weasel-like top lines, dip behind the shoulders, a rise to the loin, and falling again to the tail. That's not a bad top line, it's a correct top line for the breed.
Running commentary about the breeds by Frank Kane, whose book all about the gun dog breeds, the illustrated book, is nearly sold out. So if you do want a copy, do see us on the Our Dog stand or go to our shop because it's nearly out of print again. Anybody who's in the halfway leaders of the top dog, top puppy, brood bitch, stud dog, etc., that's coming out in next week's paper.
We have to drive up breeding. Full of running and raring to go. And here's the little Sky, obviously a great character, stepping to the job now.
Thanks for all your comments coming through now. Nice that Julie Hayes and Debbie Pearson have hooked up there. Hi Leanne Jane and Sophie Butcher, sending best wishes there to Barbara the Dandy. Admiral Brian Limpus there in Plymouth. He's off his boat. It's good picture and sound, thank you. Always good to get that feedback, just to know that everything's working, which it wasn't earlier on with the Wi-Fi, so fingers crossed we stay with it. Hi Harriet Duffield as well. Well-known Westie exhibitor there, past best in show winner at Crufts.
One of these will come back on Sunday to compete for
So
best
there will
puppy
be
show.
best puppy in show on Sunday. So
Start
our
on
judge now, Kevin Berry,
Terrier to do the best puppy, and then
will make his decision.
general championship show. So the boards are coming out.
You look very nice. Hang on, okay.
Oh, you star.
Ready at the line.
Thank you.
Last minute thought. Who's our winner? It's the West Highland White wins the Terrier Puppy Group.
There's your puppy group winner back on Sunday. The Scotties second place, third is the Sky, and fourth spot is the Bedlington, I think. Yes, it is. So I think we have got the Terrier veterans. So stay with us, Terrier fans, and you've got one more group to see.
Coming out from Royal Cabinet.
Then it will be the turn of the Hound group. I will stop the stream at the end of the Terriers and restart it, so we've got a natural break.
The winner will, after the lap of honour, go to the Secretary's office for a photograph, but first of all, she's going to lead the lap of honour. Our winning puppy, the West Highland White Terrier. Mark Quartet is putting there. Complete the stars, I'm sure. The winner will go off to have a photograph taken in the Secretary's office, and soon we'll see the older generation coming. The veterans have been judged also.
There we go, very happy, and heading into the Secretary's tent behind me, where all the photographs are being done. If you look at what's going on back there, in reverse with the type, of course, there's me. That's where the photos have been done. There's our Terrier group judge Bob Flatley. There's Keith Baldwin and
just before we meet
Parnell,
the veterans,
and
there's
then we'll
one
be
to be
coming on to
seen
the
as
veteran
busy
Terriers as well.
when the prejudging was going on. Please welcome the judge of the veterans at Leeds this weekend, one of Yorkshire's golden girls, Jackie Ward.
Jackie Ward, our judge for the veterans. She's doing the veterans all weekend. That's a hug there from Liz Stannard. And a quick wave to the top
Jackie,
table
well
there.
known for her young dogs, but has interest in many other breeds. She's got to judge all the veterans. So let's see them, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah,
Feel
the
free,
golden
everybody, to
oldies
share.
and the
Charlotte
golden girls
Moscow
from
below.
Yorkshire to judge them.
Sharon
Here's the
Broad,
chesty,
Simone Wells,
that's the one
Irene
that has to
Glenn,
be
Darren
seen.
Clark.
followed by
Thanks
the
for staying
Report
with us.
Terrier,
You are
the
now on
Smooth
the
Fox
Veteran
Terrier,
Terrier group.
the Wire Fox Terrier, the Irish, the Jack Russell, the Manchester Terrier, the Parson Russell, and the Scottish Terrier,
Not one being more important
the Skye, the Soft Country Region, and the Staffordshire Terrier. Now Jack's just going over the Chesky Terrier, which you didn't see in the preliminary ring, because he was otherwise engaged. Chesky sent forward by Mark Walshaw as a dog, number 1192.
So only one dog to be judged, everybody else was prejudged. So Jackie can go to the shortlist.
Great testament to the breeders and owners of these veteran dogs, keeping them in this pristine condition, and all of them a great advert for pedigree dogs and their soundness. And there's some of the knockers of pedigree dogs who come to a show and see lineups like this. That's indeed their words about pedigree dogs. So they've all been prejudged. Jackie's seen them move in the outside ring. So now we'll have the short list in a moment, and one coming back to compete for Best Veteran on Sunday. So the boards will be coming out.
Okay, this is Jackie Ward. She's about to judge the
Where's the handshake going?
Terrier
Who's
veteran
coming back on
group
Sunday from the
to come back
Sunday
for
lineup?
Best Veteran show on Sunday evening, and it's going to go to the dog at the far end, which is one of the Sky.
The Sky Terrier is the winner of the veteran group. Well done to the Sky. Come forward to number 1, please. In second place, the Wire Fox Terrier.
Andrew Goodstall with
The
the
third place, the
Irish
Irish.
Terrier.
And in
In
fourth spot,
fourth spot, it's going to be
the
the
fourth spot, a long walk. It's
soft-coated Wheaton Terrier.
the Stop Coated Wheaton. Well done to all of the other lovely veterans. It's the Sky who will come back on Sunday to compete for the top spot.
Okay, well, I'll have a lap of honour, then
Thank
I'm going
you,
to stop the
Jackie.
stream
Rosette's
and then
coming out.
reset it for the hound group, which will
And
follow.
Royal Canyon vouchers. Chairman McCarthy, show manager for Leeds, bringing out the rosettes there. So, rosettes and vouchers for the winners. And slap along time, ladies and gentlemen. Our winning veterans, round they go, led by the Sky, and after the lap of honour, the winner will go to the Secretary's office for her winner's photograph. A big thank you to Jackie Ward. We will see you again later.
In this way, madam. Sky Terrier lady, you've got to come down here. She's disappeared. Come back. Okay, folks, thanks for staying with us for the Terrier groups
So
here at
shortly
Leeds.
we'll
We'll
be
be
able to
back
move on to
shortly
the
with the hound group. There's me, and we've got
Judging
the
of the
hounds
hound
already
group.
at the far end of the ring. Our commentator Frank Kane, you
Could
can
the
hear.
Sky Terrier come to the office, please? To have a photograph
He's
taken.
calling the Sky Terrier
Sky
back. I hope
Terrier.
they disappeared too quickly. Just a reminder again, go to the YouTube channel Our Dogs
Photo
Live.
call, the Sky
Subscribe to
Terrier,
that. We're
please.
saving everything there now. Facebook's decided to delete streams after 30 days. I can see our hound group judge, Mr. Tom Mather, Chairman of Crufts, getting ready to do the hound group. If you are coming to the show, Our Dogs is very near the exhibitor entrance, just at the start of tent 3. Come and renew your sub, buy a book, take an advert, etc., etc. Your support is very useful to us, obviously helps keep us going, and we can bring you these live streams free of charge, of course, as long as the Wi-Fi is working. Okay, back with you soon, folks.